So I'm back. And so you want to know what I learned out of Prosper You. I'm going to be honest, I learned a lot. And so I've been in this industry for over 20 years. And some of these things I had to learn on my own. I really admire this module because it's teaching things that it took me years to perfect. As far as with customer service, I think this is the ideal top tier of customer service, teaching the students that it's not about you, but it's about the customer and their experience and not yours. And sometimes as hairstylists and beauty professionals, we might get wrapped up sometimes in ourselves a little bit too much and forget that it's the client that that needs to be, focused on having that driven focus on them, because they are actually the ones who pay us. One thing that stood out to me, one saying in the Prosper You module that really stood out to me and it hit home, was that success is a planned outcome. Okay? And that it's a difference between mediocrity and success, because they both follow the law of reaping. And so that hit me a lot because I'm a believer in Christ. And so I know if you sow good seed, you'll reap good seed. You will get what you put in. Everything you put in this business, you will get it back. And that's what I try to teach my students. This road is not going to be easy. You have to put in the hard work. And if you wasn't expecting the work, then you got in the wrong field. This industry is not about clocking in. It's about being there. If you're not there, if you're not putting in the work, you won't reap the benefits of this business. And I love the LSCPA. And I love the blast. I'm going to be honest. And I think that it's helpful with students as well. But even as a stylist myself, especially that blast. Because I don't care how great a hairstylist you is, you're going to end up one day with someone disliking their hair. And that's why I appreciate Mr. Eric Fisher in creating this module. It was another point that he made in this Prosper You that I really enjoyed when he was speaking on culture. And that, when you're dealing with a Broadway play, is, all this actors, it's the makeup people, it's everybody. It takes a network of us, like-minded people, to produce that outcome, to produce that play. I love that mindset because it talks about working together and working together for the benefit of the client. And that it's just like I summed it up to the client. We all working together. We all like-minded because we have a common goal to win. So I really enjoyed this Prosper You. I implement it in my own life, but I definitely push it toward my students because it's much needed. And if they follow it, they will be successful, because he gives tips in there that I wish I knew when I started as a cosmetologist. You can see I can talk. So one thing I did a lot was talking. And so one thing he pointed out was, don't talk too much. Sometimes we could just go on and on and on. Let the customer talk about their experience and their life and their children. It's their time. They're paying for that. And so, it's just little things like that I learned, on the hard way. And Mr. Eric Fisher broke it all down. I don't think he missed a beat. So I love the Prosper You app. And this is speaking from a professional over 20 years with a clientele and salons. Okay. He laid it out. Okay. And I love that the story that he gave as a business owner, because I really could relate to that. Because as a business owner, you want your salon and your business to thrive, and you don't. You sometimes you have to. People don't understand what it takes to be a business owner. Sometimes you got to make up for your staff, and he wasn't even reluctant when this receptionist called and told him that it was an issue with a client's haircut. He was eager to correct it. Okay. And he went above and beyond, added value service. I can relate to that because I've had those kind of experiences in my walk as a licensed cosmetologist. So I appreciate this module. I enjoyed it. I will be pushing it toward my students every day, using the LSCPA model. Listen, suggest, confirm, permission, and act. He broke that thing down so beautiful. And that is what I will be pushing to my students. If they follow that with every consultation, they can't go wrong. They cannot go wrong. I just love that in this, he says, be authentic. Okay? Being authentic, being yourself. Okay? If you don't smile a lot, you don't interact a lot in this world now. So social interactions are weird for a lot of people. But I love when he said act. You put on a show, because that's what you're going to have to do in order to keep your clientele and keep them coming. It's about their experience and not yours. Anyway, I definitely will implement this in my day-to-day life as a customer service provider, a hairstylist, a teacher. I'll implement this to my students. If you follow the key principles, you will be successful and nothing will go wrong, because you got the tools. And when they do, just blast it. And that'll be it. I'm Shania Redding, and thank you so much for listening to me. And thank you so much for the Prosper You module. I love it.